What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Have another second one of today, subscriber requested course with a little bit of a twist on it again. As for today's video, we are doing Lake Chabot, I think it's called, Chabot, Lake Chabot golf course. This is in Oakland, California. There were two different options for the course. One was the short course, the other one was called regulation. So we're doing the regulation one from the tips for this back tee boxes that we usually do. This one comes courtesy of the subscriber. His username was Acabel Jr. and then I clicked on the profile like I usually try to do, just because sometimes they're kind of tough to pronounce. And I believe his name is Alonzo Cabell. So I don't know, apologies if I didn't pronounce any of that right, but shout out to you, either Acabel Jr. or Alonzo. I appreciate the request. Alonzo said, I really enjoy your Home Tee Hero videos. I'm currently recovering from shoulder replacement and was wondering if you could play my home course on HTH or Home Tee Hero. Lake Chabot or Chabot GC in Oakland, California. There's a ton of elevation change, and the 18th is a 656 yard par 6. So shout out to Alonzo, and the reason why this is a little bit different is because that was actually the first time. I didn't even know they had par 6s. I know I've seen like on TikTok the video of like the longest, that one longest hole that's like 1,000 yards or something, but I thought that was just like a one-off kind of hole. But come to find out, there's actually a decent amount of courses with par 6s and par 7s. So again, the reason why this one's a little bit different is because Alonzo giving me this request gave me the idea, and I looked up, I found a list of courses. So this is going to be the first video in a series of about 10 courses of the longest holes in golf across the world. And the list that I found, similar to this one, they mostly consist of courses that have holes that are par 6s and par 7s. So pretty cool, a little bit of a twist. Can't say I've ever played, definitely haven't played one in real life. I don't know if I've ever played a par 6 or a par 7 back here. So first for the channel. Again, shout out to Alonzo. Hopefully you have a speedy recovery with your shoulder surgery. Hopefully it wasn't anything golf related, and possibly something that I encounter in the future. But shout out to you. Hopefully you have a speedy recovery, like I said. And I appreciate the kind words of you saying that you enjoy the videos I put up. So we're going to give this a go. Like I mentioned, second video of today. I just played a first one right before this, which was another subscriber requested course with a little bit of a twist, because it should be the video right before this, but basically let Garmin decide and caddy for me. So basically I did a video of letting Garmin caddy for me, meaning I left everything exactly the same. I tried to hit the exact distance that Garmin was telling me and the exact line that Garmin was telling me. So for example, 258 on this one, 250 up 8, I was trying to hit that exactly with like driver. Basically that entailed me mostly taking like 50 to 75% driver swing. So this is going to feel good to kind of let things loose a little bit, and I'm going to need some of that distance, especially on that 18th hole for the par 6. Only other thing I want to mention is, I explained it a little bit in the first video, but just been experimenting a little bit as of late. The continuous swing tinkering goes on, but just trying to have the feeling of kind of squatting down, getting a little bit lower and deeper when I address the ball, just trying to incorporate a little bit more of my more powerful muscles in my lower body and my legs. I think one, it'll improve stability, increase power a little bit, consistency, and then also just kind of reduce some wear and tear on my lower back, just incorporating more of those bigger muscles. So just gonna, I don't know if again you guys will be able to tell a difference, but I'm just gonna try to kind of get a little bit more knee bend at address, squat down. It may look like I'm hunched over a little bit just because I'm lower to the ground, but we're going to give it a go, and it's going to feel good to kind of take fuller swings with driver and let some of these loose a little bit. But real quick for the rundown, Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, Callaway Superfast balls, DIY stance mat, 10x7 nets that we're hitting into, and Home Tee Hero that you're seeing within the Garmin Golf app on the screen for the simulator software. So hopefully Garmin does this course justice with all the elevation change that Alonzo was talking about, and we're going to give it a go. And like I said, we're going to need some full driver swings, especially for that 18th hole. So first hole, par 4, 370, 250 up 8, nice wide open fairway, which is nice, but you can see there is a hill right here, right there. So I'd imagine this isn't going to be the only one according to what Alonso said with elevation change, but hopefully put one out the middle, or put one down the middle, that is, rather, and be able to take a fuller, more unrestricted type of swing versus like I said before, I was doing 50 to 75% swings right before this, so I may have some strange, wonky type of swings in here, me readjusting to taking fuller swings again, but I actually played pretty well on that other video. Go check it out. Go figure, swinging a little bit easier off the tee. First tee shot. A little bit low in the face towards the toe. It's going to start right. I don't know if it's going to come back a lot. It's working its way back a little bit, but alright. Still not the furthest drive in the world. I was actually pretty close to what Garmin was telling us because I was low, but I ramped up speed a little bit there. I think it's going to take me probably a couple holes swinging more closer to 90-100% with the driver just to get back to the feel of it, but that one felt good to kind of hit one a little bit harder, or at least try to. Second shot here, 116 up 4, so we need 120. Gonna go 48. Usually full 48's about 125, 130. So need about 90-95%, whatever that comes out to be here with the 48. Pops it up to the right. May still get there, but that was high, spinny, and right. Yep, bad shot, good read from the Garmin. That's exactly what happened. I did not deserve to be on the green with that swing. 18 yards left. All right, we're gonna put this inside the inner circle to save par. 20, so we need like 22. I'm gonna go 60. Felt weird after I said at the beginning of the last round, hundreds of rounds back here. I'm so used to every single time before hitting a shot. Usually I would go up and change the line or do something a little bit different. It felt weird. I kind of felt like I had to keep my hands behind my back so I didn't change anything. Hopefully I can remember to change some of the lines if I have to off the tee shots or off the tee box. 60 degree. Hit the mat a little bit first and I pulled it left. We'll see. All right, we got it there. Felt like some of my easier, smoother swings with the driver, mostly last time, was kind of creeping into the other aspects of my bag as well, which could be a good thing, but. Second hole, par 3, 150 up 11, so we need 161. I'm gonna go choke down 8. I'll probably get the 9 there if I swing kind of hard at it, but struck it decent again though, but that's not as far as right as the other one. It'll still probably be right side of the green, or maybe not. Just didn't release the club. Pretty good distance, but just out to the right. Been working hard to eliminate that. I gotta more work to do apparently. All right, 15 down 1, and we're in the rough. So 14 plus another 1.5. Basically, the slope and the rough cancel each other out, so I need 0.5. We're gonna go 60. Kind of thinned it a little bit. Looks like we're gonna get a second chance at it. That would have been fine. That would have likely been just either front left side of that inner circle or just short left of it. But looks like we can do that again. I kind of caught that a little bit thin. Better strike there. That one should be pretty close to the number we were looking for, and it was dead straight. Ooh. All right. Good use of the mulligan. Another par. we shall take it. Grabbing some water real quick. This is actually first time coming out here in probably, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months that I haven't felt the need to mix up Gatorade or anything, because it's relatively mild out, not super hot where I'm sweating crazy and feel the need to replenish my system. So I just have regular water out here. Not that you guys really care, but just thought of that. All right, third hole, par 5, 452, down 24 yards. So yeah, definitely a good amount of elevation change. So this one, this has a chance. If I hit this 275, like a regular 275 yard shot, we're gonna get close to 300 out of it. If I can hit it good with some decent speed and keep it straight. Hit it harder, but again, club face was open. That could be a penalty over here. That's way right. Oh, it's gonna let us play. 288. Gotta release the club. Gotta release the club. I was saying though, I was doing the top hand tennis type field before, and I was hitting everything low and left. Now I'm leaving them out to the right. I was kind of hoping for that. Now I gotta readjust, go back the other way. All right. So honestly, yeah, I gotta kind of stay over here. We're gonna leave it right where Garmin had us. Decent chance we catch these trees anyways, but 113 right there. Maybe we can go up this way just a little bit. 119 up 8, so we're at 127, plus we're in the roughs. We need another 17, so 137, low 140s. I'm gonna go choke down 9. Hopefully just get through these trees and back out into the short stuff. Popped it up a little bit towards the right, but should be just fine. It's about what we were looking for, and honestly, because the hole kind of goes that way, it kind of worked to our benefit there. Seems like when I'm, could just be the way I'm swinging it today, but me squatting down a little bit more at address, seems like I'm swiping across a little bit more. Could be still that feeling of when I was trying to do more of a pull draw type of feel. That, like I mentioned, luckily it didn't happen a ton last time, but that feeling, if you start doing it too much and exaggerate it too much, that exaggerates the out to in type of swing, which could lead to a slice. I think some of that's probably creeping in too. I gotta line up a little more right and do a better job releasing the club. All right, 57 up 9. Man, even this, usually you don't see that much elevation into a green like this. It's 10 yards of elevation with a relatively short shot. So 66. We're gonna go 52 degree. Struck it good, but I think that might be too much. A little bit off balance on that too. Yeah, way too much. So frustrating, the distance control on these stupid wedges. Alright, 13 yards going back the other way. Now we're down 2 and we're in the rough, so that's going to kind of eliminate the reduction out of the rough, and it's going to roll out because we're going down. It's going to roll out a little more than usual too. So, going 60, got to play the best that I can, right between 10-15 yard shot here. And again, usually what I've seen, obviously you hit into a green with the upslope, it's going to land soft and not roll out a ton, versus this. It's still going to land relatively soft, but it's going to roll out a tad more than it usually would. And I think I put too much on it. But We got to ground the club for a half a second before. That seems to help a lot with the no reads. Got another shot at it. Now when I thin it left, that's not much better. Probably even worse actually. Yep. I'm talking about with that roll out there. Alright, I think we're going to drop one. Drop a stroke there for a bogey. Yep. Fourth hole, par 5. 252 down 25. We must be up in the hills in California in Oakland. Been to California once in my life. One of my good friends went to USC for grad school for a couple years. I went and visited, and we went around Los Angeles, saw the Hollywood sign, all that good stuff. Super low in the face, low and left. Driver has been ice cold as of late. All right, 216 to this green, up 26 yards. So, and we're in the rough. Basically, we need 50 yards on top of this. So I'm gonna go 3 hybrid. Again, we got 216 to the green, up 26, and then the rough is another 20, basically 22. Released it too much. That's going to be low and left. That's not going to get there. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll continue saying it. It's crazy how golf, it's just, you got to be so robotic if you want to be anywhere close to scratch or better. But it's crazy how you can make one little minor tweak and it can change the swing and the result of it so much. Come up high spinny and right, and then you try to release the club a little bit more, and then I'm low duck hook left. All right, 49 up 10. 59, another controlled wedge shot, which has not been great lately. Going 52. Oh, and I swipe across it. That stay on the green somehow. Don't deserve that if it did. That landed really soft, luckily. Wow, that's a generous +2 from that swing. It was off balance too. Almost fell over, swiped across it, left the club face open, high, spinny, and right, and it was still long. 1 over through 4, 5th hole, par 4, 3, 7, 8, down 31. This course is crazy. This would be a fun one to play, I would assume. Obviously, the Home Tee Hero, it takes into account the elevation with, obviously, the 33 yards of downslope. But this would probably be a pretty cool course to play in real life, and you can see actually the elevation change when you're standing up on a tee box. I don't know if I've ever, that I can think of. It's hard to see in real life unless you have a rangefinder that can tell you, which I did recently pick up for the slope, but hard to visualize in my head what 33 yards of downslope looks like going into a fairway. Alright, hit a little bit better still though. Club face was open. It's going to be up the right side. A little bit better though. So we got what, 295, so realistically that was like 262. Still about 10-15 yards away from where I want to be. Stock swing. Eventually I want to get up to 300 if that's even possible, but as of late I'm just trying to find the middle of the club face. 84 up to, and we're in the rough, so 86 plus another 8.5. Need about 95 here. Gonna go choke down 48. Swipey again. It might be short right. And it is. Not doing myself any favors here with these scoring clubs. Terrible. Well, crawling our way towards this hole. 22 yards, no slope this time, but we got another 2.2, so we're gonna try. I don't know if I've hit a 56 yet today. We're gonna go 56. We need 24, I think. We're gonna go 56 instead. Change things up a little bit. Hold it left, but should be close to the distance. Oh, a little bit short. Hit that kind of easy. Not horrendous, but that's not very good either. Bogey. Alright, let's figure some things out here, huh? 2 over, 6 hole, par 4, 307, up 23. We're going to leave it right there, and we're going to give this one a ride. And let's see if we can actually hit one, like I said, 270, 275, and it's going to play closer to 250 because we're hitting up into this. Super low on the face. Should be relatively straight, but it's poor contact. That's a worm burner, 212 yards. It used to be my favorite club in the bag. We're getting close to the area of taking less than driver off some of these tee shots. Good thing I'm just playing back here, not on course, but it's getting frustrating. 96 up 10. Need 106, going 48. See if I can not swipe across it. Would be good. And I just thin it. That's gonna have to get really lucky. Sit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did that stay on? Wow. Well, better to be lucky than good. That's one way to get a par. That was so bad. Another plane. I was thinking, I've said it in so many videos, I'm going to stop mentioning it, even though this one's kind of loud. I wonder if, like, that's like an army plane. I wonder if they, like, changed, like, air patterns or something, flight patterns. Two over, 7th hole, par 3, 185, up 19. So we need 204. Gonna go 6 iron. Then we get a siren now too. Struck it halfway decent, but you guessed it, left the club face open. A little bit heavy, so it's going to be short, but maybe the whole squat thing isn't doing me any favors. Maybe I should go back to standing a little more upright. I don't know. Tough to tell though. I was hitting it good the other day. I hit it decent the first round I played. This one not so good. So it could be fatigue, could be a lot of things going on, but it's tough when I do as much tinkering and trying different things with my swing. Really got to stick with certain things for kind of a longer period of time to really tell if it's beneficial or not, versus kind of switching back and forth more frequently. You don't get a real time for it to kind of play out and see if it's beneficial or not, but I digress. 22 yards in the rough, so we need about 24.2. I'm gonna try the 56 again. A little bit heavy again and left. It's probably gonna be short left. Ball did the club kind of drop kicked into it though. So looks like we got just enough to get inside the inner circle, luckily. That one would have came up short in real life because the club would have dug into the grass and would have hit it fat, versus like I mentioned before, sometimes you catch the mat first back here and the club basically skips off this mat and kind of almost accelerates it and you drop kick the ball. 2 over still, 8th hole par 5, 490. If I keep hitting the driver like I am, alright, down 14 yards. If I keep hitting the driver like I am, I might have to put this longest holes in golf series on hold until I'm swinging the driver better. When I get up to par 7s and I'm hitting it 220 off the tee, we're going to be in for a long round. Luckily, the longest one here is on the 18th hole. I don't know where the other ones are across that list, but still swiping across it out to the right. I swiped across that and the club face is open. It's working its way back a little bit, but that's not going to be great. That slope really helped us. That was a ton of rollout on that for a not so well struck driver. 306 somehow. That was probably generous, but better 306 than 206. Alright, and we're still in the short stuff, so we got 189 up 2, so 191. Gonna go 7 iron. Oh, club twisted when I hit that out of my hand. That kind of hurt. That's low and left. Or fading? I don't know about that. Maybe. Definitely came out left. I thought that was gonna start left and stay left. Garmin had that starting left and fading right. Oh, that hurt my fingers. Alright, 18 yards, plus we'll call it another 2, so we need 20. 19, 20 yards. I'm gonna go 60. Probably about a yard left, but got it there. Alright, got one of those bogeys back. You guys are continuous viewers of, geez, down 39 yards. You guys are continuous viewers of the channel. You're probably already thinking it like I am. You seem to get a stroke back with a birdie and then give it right back with a bogey, but we'll see if we can hang on to that birdie red on the scorecard for a little bit. 177, 9th hole par 3, down 39 yards. So that puts us to what? 147 and then -9, so like what is that, 138 or something like that? I'm just gonna go pitch and wedge. This is crazy elevation downslope for a par 3. Kind of a short one at that. Did I do my math right? So 177 -30, 147 -9 brings us, yeah, 138. That was struck a little bit better. That should be pretty close. If anything, it might be a little bit long, but look how long the ball's staying in the air. Wow, that's short. I don't know about that. I hit that decent. It did pop it up just a tad. Like I didn't flight it with that low penetrating ball flight quite enough, but that should have been at least 130 onto the green, I would have thought. Well, 13 yards down one plus another, so basically they cancel each other out. We need right about 13, going 60. I don't know about that one. I have a abnormally high ball flight. I think sometimes I mentioned in the past, Garmin, it seems like my pattern from what I've noticed. Sometimes I catch them a little bit high, pop them up a little bit, and Garmin reads them shorter than what they really would have been like on course, but who knows with that crazy elevation. I feel like I struck that pitching wedge decent though. That one's going to be like a yard right, but ooh. I think it bounced and kicked a little bit left, so it ended up pretty straight. We'll take it though. Scraped out a par. So I think we're 1 over through 9. 10th hole, par 4. 310. This is a very, very narrow fairway. Struck it better, but still low in the face out to the right. It's working its way back a little bit. The rough's going to hold it up. 245. Well, looks like I need to come out here and hit driver for like an hour. Figure a bunch of things out. 66, up 3, and we're in the rough. So 69 plus another 7, we'll call it. 76. Control 52 shot here, 52 degree. Felt like a good strike, we'll see. Alright, the rough kind of hurt us on that one. See, that one, I've been coming up long with the wedges. That one I tried to swing a little bit smoother and easier. We didn't really get the benefit of that because it landed so soft from that rough, but that would have rolled out a little bit better. Still would have been on the short side, but at least we didn't come up 15 yards long. 11th hole, par 4, down 16. So it's just literally every single hole and every single shot has a, I mean, even 10 yards of elevation is still a decent amount, let alone 16, or what have we seen, 33? Try to take out a little frustration on that, but hit it a little bit harder, but it was still low in the face. It's gonna roll out though. It's tough. Like I mentioned before, I've been catching everything low as of late. I'm hesitant to start trying to swing up more on it, because then I start getting into the territory of skying it, and I don't want to put any sky marks. I have one from, that was maybe 2 months ago. It was like a week after I got it. And that was the only sky mark that I put on it. I covered it up with Sharpie. It wasn't a horrendous one, but I don't want to do that again and start hitting it super high in the face and possibly gouge up that driver if I don't have to. But I'm gonna have to change something because I'm catching everything low. 131 up 10. So 141. This is gonna be a choke down 9-iron shot that I've been trying to work on. Been feeling a little bit more confident with it as of late, trying to hit about 140, 145 with the 9. A little bit thin, a little bit off the toe. Gonna be left, but should be a decent distance. Sit, sit, sit. Or not. It's gonna be a +3 out there too. Well, there goes that birdie stroke we got back. Twelfth hole, par 3. Brings us back to 2 over through 11. 158 up 11. So 168, 169. Nice. I'm gonna go 8 iron. Still gonna hit this pretty full. Usually play my 8 to about 170, 175. If I'm striking it well, 180. But and I'm not striking it well. That was thin and out to the right. We'll see if it gets lucky. Ooh, it's a fun one back towards the hole. Shot like that, obviously we'll take it. We're on the green, it'll be a par, but a swing and a shot like that, it almost feels like realistically I should have been off the green and having to deal with the repercussions of a bad swing. That one we kind of got lucky and got bailed out. It just doesn't feel the best, but 13th hole, par 4, 287, up 17 though. Well, if I ever get my stock yardage up towards 300, this is possibly a drivable hole, but that is about a 1% chance of happening right now. Because with that, or it's even more, 20 yards there, I'd have to hit it like 310 on a flat fairway to get it to 287 there with the upslope. Looking though, just for, again, 270, 275, have this play with the slope, 250, 255. And then hopefully do that more consistently and then kind of build from there a bit. Club face was wide open. .243, so that was 263. Still caught the right side of the fairway, and that probably in real life would have sliced or faded even more, but 44 yards up 4, so 48. Gonna go 52. Just play as close as I can as a 50-yard shot here. That's gonna be a little bit too much. I pulled it left on top of it. Hopefully it stays on the back side of the green. Wow, Garmin had that reading that short? I don't know about that. Regardless, it's a par, but that one I felt like I pulled that, came out kind of hot. I thought that was going to be back side of the green on the left, but 14th hole, par 4, 365, up 14. Where's that downslope when we need it? Driver's been ice cold lately, and all these upslopes aren't exactly helping. It would feel good if I start hitting some 275 plus just for confidence and ego wise, but we're battling to even get that with downslopes, let alone something with an upslope. This is going to play 14 yards shorter than whatever we hit, or whatever the slope is, 13 I think it says. Started right, and it's just kind of staying out there. That mind muscle connection just isn't quite there. I'm trying to adjust my grip a little bit to try to get the ball going back to the left. I'm trying to aim a little bit further right, and I'm trying to release the club on top of it, and all those things together, I'm still unable to do it. Which tells me most likely it's my swing path, but 118 down 1, and we're in the rough. So 117 plus we'll call it another 12, 127, 129. Go pitch and wedge. Released the club a little bit better on that, but I kind of popped it up. We'll see. It may actually work out. Or go in the hole. Let's go. Let's go. That feels good. Still didn't hit it great, but that's always nice. Eagle. No complaints here. A little bit of magic on the scorecard there. Never hurt anybody. 15th hole. Maybe that's what I needed. Maybe that's what I needed to turn the tides. Now I'm going to bomb this. And we still got upslope a little bit, but 15th hole down to even par. 257. Ooh, this is a short hole. This is a short par 4, huh? So this could be a drivable. We'll see. This could be a drivable hole. Hey, I'll be very, very happy if I hit this really good and I come up long over the green, but that would be a good miss in my book. But if I kind of continue what I'm doing, we'll see. May not even still be able to get it there based on how I've been swinging this. Low towards the toe, we'll see. Should work its way back left, but I don't know if I hit it good enough to get it there. Go! Ooh, I did. And it rolled out a ton. Alright, well, kind of what I was talking about. We'll take that. Still not the best swing in the world. That was contact. I'm all over the driver face, but that was close to a bird if we stuck on the green here. We're just outside of it. So we got 13 yards. At least it wasn't an automatic +3. Garmin's giving us a chance to put it close. 13 yards down 1. So that's basically going to cancel out the rough. So I need 13. Going 60. Another hole out would be nice. Should be pretty good. Maybe closer to 15, but that has a chance. Oh, it landed so soft. I think that's still another bird, though. Or I say another. I don't know if we've had a bird yet, but we did just have the eagle, so another. Actually, yeah, we did. We gave one. We got one back and then gave one back, but all right, another bird. I was right. So brings us to 1 under somehow. Jeez. Definitely don't feel like I had my best out here, but at least we're scoring halfway decent. 301, 16th hole par 4, 266 down 7 right there. I think after these next couple holes, I think I'm just going to hit a couple drivers. Maybe spend another 10-15 minutes out here and just swing away with driver and try to find something that resembles the middle of the club face. So low on the face. I think I'm hanging back maybe too much weight on my back foot. It's gonna work, but I feel like speed's ramping up. I'm kind of dusting off the cobwebs of that 50-75% swings on the first round. So that was a little bit quicker the last couple in that one too, but that was so low. That was literally like almost off like the whatever the bottom part, like the crown of the driver, not the crown, but like the surrounding material, like the plastic or whatever is under the face. That was like half off of that. 52 yards, up 3, and we're in the rough. So 55 plus another 5, we need 60. Going 52. No, that's gonna be way too much. That's gonna be long left. What is going on? So, I don't know about that one. I didn't swing super hard, but that thing shot off the face again. That was similar to the other one where I thought that was going to be way long and Garmin had that reading. I thought that was going to be long left. Garmin had that short right. So, possibly a little bit of misreads going on here, but... Alright, now we need a good one here. 14 yards, down 1, plus 1.4, so we need like 14, 15 yards. Hit behind it a little bit. It's probably going to be, it's definitely left, but we'll see. Might be a little bit short. Oh, we got it there. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it's definitely possible I have nowhere near the type of feel that I would like with my wedges. It's possible that those shots did exactly what happened at Garmin read it right, but I have a feeling some of those might have been a little bit off on the reads. But that's mostly my own fault. If I just hit it good, Garmin would do a better job picking it up. But all right, still one under through 16. 17th hole, par 3, 192 up 11. So that brings us to 203, I believe. Gonna go 6 iron. No water on this course, I don't think, that I've seen so far. Still a little bit low, but that was hit much better. That should start right and come back left. Oh, it's staying out to the right. It's going to be a good distance, but I thought that one, I released the club better. Better contact too, but Garmin did not think so. Alright. And not only did Garmin not think so, Garmin thought that was 23 yards right, which again, it may have been, I don't know. So, need a good one here, 23 yards, and we're in the rough, so 25, 26, gonna go 56 degree. And I shank it. Get on the green. Jeez. That was hit over here. That was like a millimeter away from being off the Hosel. It just makes you laugh sometimes. You go from eagles and birdies to shanking a 56 degree little touch shot and almost missing the net. Alright, here we go, folks. 18th hole, par 6. Definitely a first for the channel, I believe. If anyone remembers, I certainly don't. If anyone remembers another par 6 or a par 7 we've had on the channel, feel free to mention it down below. But I don't believe we've ever had a par 6, let alone par 7. So, like I was saying, we need a good one here. Luckily, this one's down 22 yards, and we got a pretty big, long dogleg left. Finally, something a little bit better. That should be decent. That should be a nice little draw down the middle. Wasn't the quickest in the world, because I was just trying to hit something relatively straight, but that's pretty good right there. We're getting a lot of rollout. 320. Definitely wasn't a 300-yard swing, but we got a ton of rollout on that. All right. Unfortunately, it creeped into the rough, and that's going to add an extra 34 yards onto this, but this is a crazy looking hole. It goes way down. It's down 50 yards. This is an insane hole. And then look, it goes back up again. This is crazy. All right, what are we gonna hit? I guess 3 hybrid. Yeah, so that'll cancel out the rough. So, and it's actually gonna play even. So I mean, no shot we get it there. We need 329. 340 to the hole, the down 40 is 300, and then, yeah, I mean, we need like 330, but I'm gonna swing away with the 3 hybrid. What a wild finishing hole. This is the definition of a scorecard record type of hole to finish off. Imagine you have a good round going in real life at this course, and then you know in the back of your head, if you're playing it for the first time, you walk up to the 18th hole with a decent score going, and you look down the scorecard, and it's like a 700-yard par 6 with this crazy elevation. The golf gods were laughing when this one got designed. Alright, a little bit heavy, but should be pretty good. Now we're up 11. Alright, 85, that brings us to 96, and then another 8.5, so we'll call it 9, and then what is that, 10, like 105? Gonna go choke down 48. Just try my best to hit around a 100-yard shot here. I'd imagine there's a good amount of snapped clubs, thrown clubs, slammed clubs, and a lot of select choice cuss words on this hole throughout the years. That was so bad. It's gonna be short right. Luckily though, it's par 6. So we are 1, 2, 3. We're hitting 4 into this par 6. We still got a birdie chance. Yeah, so 4. We hit this for 4, and we get a +1. We're looking at a bird. So 16 yards up to 18. Gonna go 60. That was a pretty big pull for a 60. Alright, we're gonna get a par. That's fitting. We got a 6 on a par 6. And didn't deserve to be on the inner circle with that wedge shot. Well, very hot and cold, but we made it through. So, from Lake Chabot, golf course in Oakland, California. Again, courtesy shout out to Acabel Jr., also known as Alonzo Cabell. Shout out to you, Alonzo, again. Appreciate the kind words at the beginning. Hopefully your shoulder recovery is going well, and you're either on track or possibly ahead of schedule to get back out here and play this wild course, especially that 18th. But we ended up with a 72 even par, so definitely didn't feel like we had our best stuff there, but 14 and 15 definitely helped with that eagle and then a birdie. Luckily though, we didn't have any real horrendous blow-up holes. We definitely had some pretty horrendous shots in there, but we kept it to bogeys. We had 4 bogeys, the rest were pars, 2 birds, and 1 eagle. So, I mean, all in all, but it says it all right there with the fairways hit. Only 4 out of 13, driver was horrendous. Only 7 out of 18 greens in regulation, also not very good. But the putts, that's a pretty good metric for putts. That's about one of the best metrics I think I've seen ever, if not in a while, if not ever. 25 putts across 18 holes, that's pretty good. Obviously the hole out helped a lot and those +1s, but there you have it. This is a fun course I'm looking forward to now. Hopefully I can swing driver a little bit better, but that 18th hole, the par 6, was pretty fun to play, so I am looking forward to the other courses that I found on the list for the longest holes in golf. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching like I enjoyed playing. I know I get kind of down in the dumps, kind of poopy pants on some of my shots, just all the time, like I've explained before, all the time and effort that I've spent, time, effort, money, etc., trying to improve, trying to fix things, and then you come out, you maybe feel good, and then just despite trying to do one thing, your body just tells you no and does the complete opposite, and you have some bad swings in there. But I mean, that's golf, that's life. You gotta battle through it. Hopefully we got some better golf in the future going forward. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to Alonzo for the request. Anyone else out there that wants me to play your home course or any course really in general, whether it's your home course, local municipal, par 3, world famous course, a crazy one like this with a par 6, Just give me the name of the course and the location down in the comments, and then preferably like Alonzo did, some background information that I can write down, bring out here with me when I set things up, and relay the information right before I play, and then as I'm playing and after, etc. So that's what I have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to hit a couple drivers, hopefully just maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes, just swing until I hit maybe 2, 3 in a row that I feel like I flushed and hit good. But trying to keep my phone from sleeping. Yeah, that's what I have. I'm going to wrap this up here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate everyone watching, all the support you guys show the channel, all the engagement, and I'll see you guys in the next video.